Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. Now, for those of you that are just joining me, thank you so much for joining me and for checking out the card readings and the Wednesday wisdom ones where I tune in mediumship and channeling. Card readings is not how I do my regular work. Actually, card readings is something that Spirit encouraged me to do for all of you on YouTube and myself because it's fun. I like to use cards. I enjoy them for myself. But when I tune into Spirit, I get a lot of stuff through mediumship, through channeling, and that really seems to come through even with the cards so often. Spirit is often super chatty with me. So you kind of get a little bit of everything in these daily messages. So let's see what we have. I was encouraged by my guides to use tarot, so I picked the holographic tarot today. So we're going to see what the messages are. And you know, I have had Spirit really chatty in my ear all morning. Yeah, so they're talking about there's a big energy right now at play of restoration. And they're saying it's very multi-tiered. So there's a lot of restoration happening on a lot of levels. So notice where that's happening within you, but then also outside of you, like in whatever sphere or whatever things orbit around you. Notice where there's restoration, because they said something that's really important is as things crumble, things will equally be restored anew, right? So when we see crumblings of things, again, whether that's within yourself, a loss of a relationship, a job, part of your identity for something, there's equal energy coming in to renew it, right? There's a lot of equal energy. Spirit really wants to help make the changes, but then bring in the reinforcements for it so that we're not just floundering. So restoration is a really key energy this week. And they're also saying that restoration is so key to your perspective. The way in which you choose to view the world directly affects how it shows up for you. It really does. If you, again, and most of you know this, but if you show up seeing all the negative, you are going to perpetuate that cycle of receiving negative. But if you show up seeing the beauty in something, or the growth in something, or the transformation, or the learning, or the lessons, or the wisdom, there's a lot of words I could put in there, you will then continue to receive that as well. You will receive more of what you put out. If you put out curiosity, you will gain more insights. And if your curiosity is in a positive way, a growth way, then you will receive things that facilitate that versus things that, you know, pull you into old cycles and that sort of thing. So let's see what's in the cards here. I'm going to give this one more shuffle. They're also showing me that for many of you, there is an egg that is about to crack, but what you're not recognizing is the egg is about to crack in a way of rebirth, not crack and be, you know, bleh, a mush. Because many of you inside are ready for this rebirth, so meaning like a fully formed chick, right? It's not just egg yolk, it's like a chick ready to go on this next phase. So the restoration is in a really neat way because the egg is about to crack for your rebirth. That's powerful. That's really powerful. Okay. Beautiful. One more. Yeah, I knew it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. All right. So first card we have here is Knight of Pentacles. Now, knights can often be an energy of something coming in. But I want to say, to me, this is really representative of your energy being methodical, being consistent, being willing to show up day after day, doing the work. This is the slowest moving knight. So this is also a recognition that some of your progress has taken a long time. You have had to work on maybe several things, maybe it's one thing for a long time. And you've had to be very studious and very consistent. And that is here with the Eight of Pentacles. So we have two pentacles. Eight of Pentacles speaks about hard work, consistent work. This person has been toiling through each pentacle, being consistent, showing up repeating patterns that they want. And this is really saying with this Knight of Pentacles here that like you've been doing the work. And that really makes a lot of sense when Spirit is talking about restoration now, because think about it. If you're building a house out of pentacles, okay, say this is what you were using to build your house, this person already has 8 pentacles now. So they can start to stack them. They can start to build with it. It's not just one pentacle. They have been steady and consistent in accumulating the pentacles, whether you see that as financial abundance, whether you see that as material things, maybe it's the wood for your metaphorical house. You have acquired and accumulated enough now for this rebirth. So I love this. Now, in that process, you have also gained a lot of strength. So we see the strength card, but I also want to highlight this figure 8, this infinity symbol. That's really about flow. That's about, energy out, energy in. What you put out, you get back. And so you have really learned a lot in this energy, but now you are receiving. You are in this energy of rebirth. You've gained your own personal strength. You will continue to build on that always. So there's always going to be more lessons. You're not going to know with the Two of Swords here, you're not going to be able to see always what is coming, but you can feel into it. And what I like about this card here, if you stand in your position of power and you remain calm in this energy, if you look at this card, so she's blindfolded, she's holding up her swords, but she's seated. And if she was to put down her swords and not feel like she has to fight and actually just intuitively tune into her environment, she would start to be able to suss out where she is. She would be able to see, okay, I'm on solid ground. I have a sturdy seat under me, so I'm not going to fall. What's around me? Oh, I hear water. It sounds like a shore. It sounds like I'm right by the water's edge. Okay, what else can she pick up from her environment? She can tune into her intuitive self if she remains calm. And in that intuitive self, with this energy of flow, actually start to figure out a little bit more of what's happening. And when she does that, again, male or female, it's not about one or the other. It's about what's within you. When this person sits in that energy, then they honor and own the energy of Queen of Wands, which this queen sits on her throne with the sunflower, first of all, really a representation of the sun, of positivity, of goodness, but she also sits with her black cat. And black cats, at the time when tarot was made, black cats were seen as such a negative omen, like a bringer of death, of witchcraft, of the occult. But this queen sits on her throne with her cat saying, I don't really care what people think because I know what my truth is. I know what resonates for me. I know where I can find peace, which we really see with the sunflower as like the symbol of peace and happiness. And she sits there unashamed, right? She's in her power. And because of that, she's really in this energy of like what Spirit was talking about, rebirth and that egg being ready to crack and this ability to restore her energy. So I think this is a beautiful way to start the week. Stunning, stunning reading here. So I'm going to leave that with all of you. And thank you so much as always for joining me. Please do subscribe and share if you're enjoying the content. And I will see you all again tomorrow. So have a beautiful rest of your day.